What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I want to welcome y'all back to the Man Cave, and we're gonna bring the Man Cave back to Mondays so we can have Man Cave Mondays. I know we tried it at a different time. We tried it Saturday nights and then Saturday afternoon, and I just feel like it's better being on a weeknight, and especially to start your week off. I think that'll be a good time to catch up on whatever's going on over the weekend, and you know what I mean. We and this the man cave. You know what I mean. It should be on a at night. You know what I mean. That way we can talk about anything. You know what I mean, instead of doing it during the day, and it was putting a strain on all of us to try to get here at 1:30. You know what I mean. So I and I think we lost a lot of our core audience also by going moving it to the afternoon. But I'm gonna start back having it on Monday nights so it can be Man Cave Mondays again, like it started out being. And I probably have to find some more co-hosts. I haven't checked with Pearl or Johnny to see how their schedule is. I think Johnny work at night now, but uh, I know it's something we'll get through it. You know what I mean? I know it's another transition, but we'll get through it. Tonight, I want to start out by talking about this Deshaun Watson. You know what I mean? And then these young black men in general. You know what I mean? Like, how do y'all feel about the arbitrator coming back saying that she recommend that he get 6 games? I know some people wanted him to get a whole season, but you got to remember he just had a season off. Now I don't know if he got paid last year, but he did already have a season off. So she's recommending 6 games. I think she said that she would recommend anywhere from 2 to 8, but she chose 6. I think with the NFL, Roger Goodell, he can appeal it. He has 3 days to appeal it, and we'll see if he gonna ask for some more. You know what I mean? I'm not condoning nothing that he did. You know what I mean? I don't know enough about the situation. What I do hate is that he put himself in that position. Like, one thing y'all gotta understand is when you get to a certain status in life, not saying everybody, but you gotta look at most people gonna be out to get something from you. You know what I mean? Not saying everybody, but you gotta learn how to vet people out. You know what I mean? If you know you're not a good judge of character, you need to have somebody that really knows you to vet people out for you. You know what I mean? You have to assume that everybody is trying to come up. You know what I mean? Hey, Miss Carey, you have to understand that everybody might be out to get you. And that's family, that's friends, that's people you don't know. You know what I mean? You have to assume that they all are trying to get something from you. Not saying that they are, but you have to have that mechanism to recognize when people are trying to use you. Now, I think it ended up being 24 ladies that filed charges against him. I think he made a settlement with 23 of them. You know what I mean? Now, it did go to 2 grand juries, and they both, you know what I mean, declined to press further charges. You know what I mean? Which I'm not here to say if he was right or wrong. And then I raised 2 daughters, and I got 2 granddaughters. So if he's out here, or any other man out here raping women. Hey, pimp, I don't condone none of that shit. I don't condone nobody violating anybody. You know what I mean? Or nobody hurting anybody. You know what I mean? But my issue is a lot of these young men are putting themselves in these crazy situations. Like, pimp, you gotta understand if you got money, 90 to 95% of people are gonna try to get something with it. Now, I know with social media, a lot of people don't get to know people no more. You know what I mean? Everything is done online, but when you in that arena, you gotta have somebody to have your back. Somebody that ain't scared to tell you when you fucking up. You know what I mean? And I know that they gonna try to pull you away from some of the realest people you got on your side that really know you. They gonna try to pull them away from you. But you have to take somebody with you that really care about you, that's gonna really have your back. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of us get lost at. You know what I mean? We start thinking we better than other people. Like, pimp, you ain't no better than nobody else. You just have a job that you make a lot of money. That's it. You ain't no different. You know what I mean? So have somebody on your team to monitor everybody that you come in contact with. You know what I mean? And for me, if I was a young man and I just signed that contract for all that money, hopefully I would already have, if not be married, I would have a steady woman that I'm looking to marry. You know what I mean? So I don't have to be out here in these streets. You know what I mean? I don't have to be getting massages and hoping for a happy ending. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. And then if you're doing anything to violate these women, man, you gotta pull back, though. You gotta slow your roll. You know what I mean? First of all, you work too much. And then, hey man, you gotta know when you in that spotlight, hey pimp, there's always a camera on you. Always. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be somebody in your circle that'll talk too much. You know what I mean? You gotta know that. You know what I mean? You can't disclose everything with everybody. But when you get to a certain status, you do have to have somebody that'll, you know what I mean, go out and do some of the shit that you know you can't do because of your status. You know what I mean? Like, if I was you, I would get married. So I don't have to go out and do shit. And then have somebody, if not on the team, have somebody, your personal sister that actually get the people to give you a massage. So you don't have this drama. You know what I mean? And if you got a woman at home, pimp, you shouldn't be putting yourself in these crazy ass situations anyway. You know what I mean? And it's up to you to keep yourself out of certain situations. It ain't nobody responsibility but yours. You know what I mean? And see, that's what's wrong with a lot of people now. They don't like to be held accountable. But you are responsible for your life. You know what I mean? So stop making these poor ass decisions, man. Stop having all these yes men around you. Get somebody that genuinely care about you. You know what I mean? That's gonna always have your back. That's gonna tell your ass the truth, even when it hurts your feelings. And they don't care how much money you got. You know what I mean? See, when you taking care of people, you giving out money, man. People say whatever the fuck they think you want to hear, just so that check won't stop or that cash won't stop. You know what I mean? You don't need people like that around you, man. You know what I mean? You need somebody that's gonna tell your ass the truth. and that's gonna tell you when you're making mistakes, so you won't continue to make those mistakes, and so you won't get yourself in some fucked up ass predicaments. You know what I mean? But that's your responsibility. You know what I mean? And it amazes me how a lot of celebrities, they never really got in trouble until they got money. You know what I mean? Like they getting caught up in the image that they putting out there. You know what I mean? One thing you can't do, man, you can fool anybody, but you in trouble when you fool that person in the mirror. When you start believing in all your hype, you know what I mean? You know it's fictional. You know it's something that you done created. But how you gonna get caught up in something that you know you created? You know what I mean? So don't get caught up in a persona. And you need the people that's around you that's genuine, that's gonna have your best interest. So y'all can stop putting yourself in these crazy ass predicaments. It's everybody's looking for a come up. If they can come up off you, whenever they find out what your weakness is, that's how they're gonna try to attack you. You know what I mean? For most men, it is women. You know what I mean? So, hey man. And then once one person complain about you or say something bad about you, it's gonna be people that jump on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? Especially when there's money involved. You know what I mean? Not saying that you innocent. I'm just saying stop putting yourself in these predicaments, man. Pimp, you just signed a contract for $230 million guaranteed. Come on, Pimp. If that don't make you straighten up, then it will. You know what I mean? You got generational wealth now. If that don't make you want to straighten up, hey man, it really ain't meant for you to have it because you're gonna get away anyway. You know what I mean? So all y'all young players out there, be careful, man, and stop trying to win women with your money. You know what I mean? Because she not gonna fall in love with you, pimp. She falling in love with the money, and I don't seen it many times. You know what I mean? When that money run out, hey, the relationship changed, pimp. You know what I mean? But it's your fault. That's how you went and got her. You went and got her with money. So she fell in love with money. She never really got to know you, or probably didn't care enough about you. You know what I mean? So stop trying to win women over with your money. Women, y'all stop trying to win men over with your body. Like I seen a Drinks Champ episode with Trina on it. And she was talking about how men fall in love with the illusion of a lot of these women. Like y'all really believe in everything they say on social media. I'm kind of lost in that, man. Y'all know everybody can be anybody or anything they want to be on social media. Half of the shit you say about you ain't true. So how can you get caught up in somebody else's story? All these women talking about Breaking Bad, pimp, they ain't really got no Breaking Bad. You know how much the motherfucker cost? You know what I mean? Like everybody ain't running to the rich man. There's a few of them got it. There's a few of them don't work for it too. You know what I mean? They'll make you believe that somebody done bought it for them. So don't get caught up in no illusion or no stories that you see on social media. I don't know if they still got it, but they had a show called Catfish. A lot of folks out here are not who they say they are. You know what I mean? So everybody can be anybody on social media. You know what I mean? So don't get caught up in that, man. And then once you of a certain age, man, you should know better anyway. You know what I mean? I'd be amazed at some of the stuff people get tricked into and tricked out of. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Hey man, anytime you over 30, you shouldn't get tricked out of that. You should be done experienced enough to recognize bullshit when you see it or when you hear it. You know what I mean? So, hey man, stop falling for what they call the okie doke. Like the old folks say, stop falling for the okie doke. And then when you interested in somebody, man, get to know them personally. You know what I mean? Not through no text and not through watching them on the gram and not through all that. Come on, Bill. If it's somebody that you're really interested in, get to know them personally. You know what I mean? Like that's what's wrong now. Failure to communicate. Then once you communicate, you got to comprehend. Nobody talk about comprehending. They always talk about communicating. See, I can tell you anything, but if you don't comprehend, it don't do no good. You know what I mean? Then like I say, man, once you of a certain age, it ain't no excuse. You know what I mean? You gotta take the blame for everything that you do and understand its consequences to everything you do. And then look, we out walking this morning. Hey man, I actually enjoy the walking, man. I really do. You know what I mean? Hopefully some of y'all will come on out there and join us while we walking, but I actually enjoy the walking. You know what I mean? But like I said in the video this morning, I did notice that when neither one of us really talking this morning. You know what I mean? Monday morning, you know what I mean? It was whooping us today, but we still get out there. And look, man, I talked to this one young man, the one I told y'all be out there in the dicky, you know what I mean, work uniform. That man say he 80 years old, man. He do not look 80 years old. And he got his little pace. He don't deviate from his pace, but he be out there getting it in. I talked to one of the young ladies out there today. She said she's 72. And when I say she be getting it, she be getting it. You know what I mean? And I just hope I have the energy. If I live to be that long, I just hope I have the energy that they have at that age. Well, I'm still healthy enough to get around and do for myself, and you know what I mean. So, and then I like to see it's a lot of elderly people out there that be actually getting it in. I like to see that. I really do. You know what I mean? It's one little group of ladies. They you can tell they just out there gospel. They love to walk and talk. They got their own little pace. I'm talking about they ain't in no hurry. They ain't there. And when you walk past them, you hear them laughing, and you know what I mean. You know they talking shit. You know what I mean? But the point is, they out there. You know what I mean? So, and I'm hoping to start seeing more men out there. You know what I mean? I do see quite a few ladies out there. You know what I mean? It be some men out there, but you know what I mean? Of course, the women gonna outnumber the men. But I do hope that some of y'all players start trying to take better care of yourself. You know what I mean? And then what was funny today, we seen these two lesbians, and they needed some antifreeze in their car. You know what I mean? They talking to one older cat, and he was like, "Hey man, I don't really know nothing about no car. You know what I mean? They said they need some antifreeze, but I'm trying to figure out where it go and all that. So I'm looking, you know what I mean? I see where it go. I show them where it go, And I'm like, you just need a little antifreeze. She told me they've been running hot or whatever. Okay, well, if the antifreeze don't work, it's probably the thermostat. You know what I mean? So, man, I'm like, look, you can run around the corner to Walmart and get you some antifreeze. I said, make sure you get the orange kind because you got the orange antifreeze in there. And then we were like, well, if you don't, if you don't go to Walmart, you can just put some water in it. You know what I mean? And then she like, hold on, where I put the water at? And we like, it goes in the same. You know what I mean? If you got antifreeze, put antifreeze. If you don't have any antifreeze, you can put water in it. She was talking about, man, I'm just ready to throw this car away. I'm like, baby, just because it needs some water. Like, hey man, y'all young folk better get some patience, man. You know what I mean? And I'm like, look, man, I know, you know what I mean. One of y'all got to be the man in the relationship. Both of them talking about dating later. I'm like, hell nah. I said, so y'all ain't even figured out who the man supposed to be. And they just bust out laughing. But ladies, let me tell you something. You need some men in your life, and I'm not saying if you don't like men or you're not sexually attracted to men, that's cool. But you do need some men in your life for stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you don't know anything about cars, you need to have a personal mechanic. You know what I mean? It got to be some men that's cool in your life. Your uncles, your granddaddy, your daddy, if he around. You know what I mean? Cousins, a bit friends. It should be some man in your life that you can call on when you need some manly things done around the house or when you need to know about cars and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it ain't right, but a lot of mechanics they gonna try to take advantage of a woman. You know what I mean? Especially if you done ran and told them you ain't got no man and all that. You know what I mean? Like some things you don't have to say all the time. You know what I mean? You use that when it's to your benefit, but don't be so quick to tell men that you don't have a man in your life that's crazy about you. You know what I mean? That act a fool about you. You know what I mean? So keep some men in your life. You don't have to sleep with them. You know what I mean? But you do need some men that do little things that you don't know how to do or you don't want to do. You know what I mean? And then, fellas, let me ask you this: if you in a committed relationship, how do you feel about your woman talking about she going on a girls trip? I see that's a big discussion that was going on. You know what I mean? And then, ladies, if you in a relationship, what make you feel like you need to go on a girls trip? You know what I mean? Like y'all know what y'all do on these girl trips. I don't know what you do, but y'all know. You know what I mean? If you got a man in your life, you know what I mean. Why you need to go on a girl trip? You know what I mean? I can understand y'all going out to get something to eat and shit like that. Y'all going shopping or going, you know what I mean? Y'all hanging out a little bit, but what the hell y'all need a girl trip for? You know what I mean? Like a lot of shit, y'all bring a lot of unnecessary drama y'all bring into these relationships. You know what I mean? Understand that when you're in a relationship, certain things you're supposed to let go. You can't call yourself in a relationship, but you're still trying to live single. You know what I mean? So a lot of things we doing to ourselves, man, and it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary stress. You know what I mean? And then with men, when you do have a good woman, what the hell do you be looking for? You know what I mean? Do you know what it is that you really want or that you really need? You know what I mean? Like I be knowing some situations, and I don't know every detail of the relationship, but some of these men, shit, you got a good woman on your side. You know what I mean? By the mere fact that she trying to help you have something. Now, like I tell people, it's only you only gonna meet one or two if you bless people that's gonna try to help you have something. You know what I mean? So players, when y'all meet these women that's trying to help you get something and ain't always trying to get what you got, it's trying to make sure you're taking care of yourself, you're eating right, she ain't got you eating out every day. Hey man, even though it's rare, you gotta appreciate that. You know what I mean? And ladies, when you got a man that's taking care of you, and you want him to pay all the bills, okay? Well, shit, you should make sure he eating right. You should make sure he getting the nutrients and the vegetables and the fruits and shit, the water he need. Make his ass exercise. You know what I mean? Make him stay healthy. And fellas, stop being intimidated when you're dating a attractive woman. And ladies, let me tell you, men are insecure by nature. You know what I mean? So most men gonna be insecure. How much he let you know it, that's on him. You know what I mean? But fellas, when you have an attractive woman, appreciate it. Understand that, yeah, it's gonna be people trying to holler at her, men and women. So, but you gotta have enough confidence in yourself that you're not worried about it going nowhere. You know what I mean? Now, if you've been fucking up at the house, yeah, I can see why you're scared. But if you're not fucking up at the house, you have no reason to be insecure. And trust me, if she don't come and tell you a nigga done took something from her, that means she wanted him to have it. You know what I mean? So don't be scared or intimidated because you got a woman that's attractive. And then make sure she don't spend all her time on social media. Not if you're in a relationship. Hell no. Social media shouldn't be able to occupy her time like that. Like it's a lot of stuff we're gonna try to clean up in the man cave. You know what I mean? Hopefully I can get some more men that's not afraid to talk. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna hold y'all. This is the first night that the man cave has been moved back to Monday nights. And I think I'm gonna change all the shows that we have to 9:30 instead of that 9:15. Like that's a crazy ass time to try to remember. So we're we're gonna do the man cave Mondays, Monday at 9:30. We still had the Asian India show that comes live from on Thursday at 9:30. Then we have the Den that comes live Friday at 9:30. And I'm gonna start shortening up the shows too, instead of just continuously talking. And we'll start having some of the questions that people be sending me. You know what I mean? I'll discuss them. So I want to thank y'all for still supporting Man Cave. I do appreciate it. And like I said, if you do have anything that you would like for us to talk about, don't be afraid to send it to me. You can send it to my inbox. You can send it to me on here, or you can, like I said, reach out to me on social media or whatever. Y'all see all my social media is down on going across the screen. So, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page, and also follow my pages on Facebook. I know I keep sending some of y'all the same invites, but I just hit select all, and just trying to get my followers up. You know what I mean? So y'all help me, and I bring y'all more entertainment. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure I'm not doing it all for nothing. So help me get my followers up. If you like the shows, you know what I mean, don't be afraid to let me know. If it's something that you enjoyed us talking about, or you enjoyed me talking about, let me know so we can do more on it. Um, Tomorrow, I'm going to try to have Miss Kimberly McKay. She had her speed dating and book signing this past weekend, and it looked like it was a successful event. So hopefully, I can get her to come on tomorrow and tell you how the event was, and so we can see how it was, especially with it being her first event. So we'll see how it went. Hopefully, some of you went, um, but we'll see. Well, look like the pictures I seen looked like she had a good time. So I see she did sell a couple of books. So hopefully people got that autograph copy. But if we can, we'll be on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I'll see what time she has available. But hey man, y'all take it easy tonight. Get you some rest, because you know you got to do it all over again tomorrow, man. You know what I mean? So live every day as if it's your last, because one of these days you're gonna be dead ass right. Hey man, it's your boy Papa Black. Y'all be easy.